For me, as a politician, as a councillor, I came into this role to make life better for people, to actually do something positively. And often, in the way that we undertake developments and housing, it has a negative impact upon people. So the importance of housing impact assessments is how we can use developments to actually improve people's lives and improve their health. It's so much easier to plan in open spaces and transport routes, community provisions at the beginning, rather than try to retrofit it. It needs to be a requirement of the planning process that an HIA has been carried out and been considered. Too many of us sit around and complain that we haven't got money to do anything, and yet here we can do something at a very low cost, which can have a significant impact upon people into the future. I think those local authorities that have started to do this are beginning to see the benefits and beginning to see the opportunities. You know, the great things about councils in this country is they know the people they serve, and councillors understand their communities. So it's using that expertise, using that knowledge to make sure that we are really building in the right opportunities for the future. And HIAs gives us the framework to do that. The importance for me is making sure that you get a groundswell of councillors, and it's surprising then how it begins to build. It becomes more important we ask those right questions at full council, we ask those right questions at cabinet, and then it'll become more and more embedded. And if we can show through case studies the really good examples where this has worked and worked for people long term, then I think that we've got the selling point and we've got the hook. And for me, it comes back to, isn't it great that I can deliver a better environment for my grandchildren and for the grandchildren of my residents by the decisions that I make today? As councillors, as local authorities, as planning officers, public health officers, we have to be brave and we have to embed HIAs into the planning process to make sure that we're developing good housing and good developments for people to live in. If we get HIAs right, the areas that are currently being developed will have strong communities. They'll have communities who are healthy, that they are happy communities, and that they have well thought through approaches to mental and physical health and well-being. I think that the areas, and we see them too often, where they haven't taken those, illustrate just how important HIAs are. Because they're areas where people become transient, they don't want to live over a period of time, they begin to decay, and ultimately we know that they will be knocked down and they'll be rebuilt. So let's get it right at the beginning. Let's give people the right place to live to make sure their healths are being built into the area, into the infrastructure. Making sure they've got places, parks to go to and buses to travel on, and that they've got the right footpaths and the cycleways and everything else which are going to keep them healthy and fit longer term into old age. That's what a good community looks like, and that's where people want to live.